Good morning and welcome in. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. Time now for your latest local news from around the region. It is Thursday. This is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your news today brought to you by your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. It's Tracy Germain. For home, auto, life, the farm, and more, remember, it's the experience that matters. Contact Tracy today or stop by the office located on Melville Street in Engadine. In your latest local news this morning, the Mackinac County Sheriff's Office reporting that they've received numerous tips regarding a scam targeting local residents. According to the Mackinac County Sheriff's Office, the scammer is identifying themselves as a member of the Mackinac County Sheriff's Office or a Lieutenant Stevens. Scammers are calling and demanding money from targets, telling them that they need to pay to settle outstanding warrants. Mackinac County Sheriff's Office says that these are scam calls. Their office does not conduct business in that manner, never asks for personal information over the phone. If you receive one of these calls, don't provide any personal information and simply hang up. If you're in doubt ever on targets coming and calling your home or business, you can contact your local police agency. Mackinac County Sheriff's Office also asking residents to contact them if they're the target of a scam so they can continue to attempt to identify the suspects. You can get more information on the Mackinac County Sheriff's Department Facebook page or by calling the office at 906-643-1911. The Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center is teaming up with two local school districts to help benefit student athletes in our community. Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center announcing the Run for Joy 5K and Walk in partnership with Tequamanon Area Schools and Engadine Consolidated Schools. As part of the fun-filled community event, it'll promote wellness, school spirit, and local pride. It's open to experienced runners or those out to enjoy just a good walk with friends and family, so the event is available for everyone. All proceeds will also go to help local student athletes. The Run for Joy 5K and Walk will help support track and cross-country teams at Tequamanon Area Schools and Engadine Consolidated Schools. The project will help young athletes chase their goals one stride at a time. The event will include 5K run and walk options with a family-friendly atmosphere, community support for student athletes. The start and finish will be held at the Engadine Consolidated Schools. You can register now by going to hnjh.org or clicking the link available on the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center Facebook page. Coming out together and support student runners and celebrate health, joy, and community spirit. For the third consecutive year, the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues recognized the dangers posed by Line 5, now calling on Canada and the U.S. to decommission its aged pipeline. In its recommendation, the Permanent Forum reiterated its previous stance in the ongoing battle over the Enbridge Line 5 oil pipeline, calling for the Canadian and U.S. sides to decommission the pipeline. They say it poses a real and credible threat to the Great Lakes as well as the way of life for Indigenous peoples. Both sides must implement the declaration in connection with the Line 5 pipeline. According to the recommendation, they say this is increasingly urgent as Indigenous peoples on both sides of the border have publicly expressed opposition to the pipeline, called for it to be shut down. The Canadian and U.S. governments continue to enable operations. Canada is invoking its bilateral treaty as part of the 1977 Pipeline Treaty to initiate closed-door negotiations. The UNPFII also says that the U.S. is working closely behind closed doors about Line 5's fate as they hope to prevent a court-ordered shutdown. Most recently, the U.S. expedited federal permitting processes for a proposed tunnel to house the Line 5 deep within the lake bed under the Straits of Mackinac. Feeding America returns to town today. It's your latest local mobile food pantry. Gets underway at 2 p.m. at the God's Country Cooperative Parish Dunlap Center on M123 in Newberry. Lineup will begin at 1 p.m. You're asked to not line up early, follow traffic directions on site, and also make sure there's room for volunteers to load your vehicle with food items. It'll go while supplies last. Local Feeding America food distributions are sponsored by the Newberry Area Ministerial Association. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. The news today brought to you by your Farm Bureau insurance agent. It's Tracy Germain. Summer is almost here. Before you get your boat back in the water, make sure you go with the one that has the experience that matters. For home, auto, life, farm, your boat, and more, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent is Tracy Germain. Time now to check in with sports this morning. Championship day and the regular season finale for the boys and girls track teams. Newberry and Engadine's varsity boys and girls will both be in Pickford for the EUP Conference Championships this afternoon. Event gets underway at 4 p.m. at the Chuck Bennon Memorial Field in Pickford. Indians, boys and girls, both coming off regional titles last week. So did Pickford up in Division II. Should be a star-studded event with some of the top athletes around the UP running in the EUP Conference Championships. It'll be the final meet for Engadine and Newberry before they head off to Kingsford next weekend for the UP State Finals. Tigers get another big win yesterday afternoon, topping the Cardinals 5-1. Detroit used a bullpen combination. Looked very familiar to their postseason formula last season. Detroit's bullpen combination managed to hold the Cardinals to just one run on 5 hits. RBIs offensively from Colt Keith, Spencer Torkelson, Dylan Dingler, Trey Sweeney, and Javi Baez to lift the Tigers to a 33-17 record now on the season. Your latest local weather forecast for your Thursday: partly sunny and cooler with a high near 50. North winds 10 to 15. Those winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Next round of rain moves into the area Thursday night and into Friday. Slight chance of showers for your Friday. Cloudy, a high near 50. North winds 10 miles per hour. For the holiday weekend, Saturday partly sunny, highs in the mid-50s. Sunday sunny, a high in the low 60s. Early outlook for your Memorial Day, mostly sunny, a high in the upper 60s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your news, sports, and weather. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.
Covering stories that interest the community, readers have come to depend on the Newberry News. Subscribe to the digital edition for early Wednesday morning access or get the print edition delivered to your doorstep. The Newberry News, your news and information leader.